Hello everyone. So we are done with the ethical issues of marketing and ethical issues of financial market and financial services. We'll go for a new topic, that is whistleblower. So as this picture says, whistleblower is a person who is trying to get the attention from some other one to say something. So as you know, in our campus there is also a whistleblower. The security sir blows the whistle to get the attention and they will give you some of the instructions. As like that, in the companies itself some whistleblowers are there. Okay, so those are the persons who is trying to get the attention of someone about some wrongdoings or some happenings. Okay, let's go for the meaning of whistleblower. Whistleblower is a person who reports that the organization's misconduct. To whom he is going to report? He may report to the public, he may report to the government, he may report to the management of that company. So what is whistleblowing? The term whistleblowing can be defined as raising a concern about a wrongdoing within an organization or sometimes outside the organization. Okay, misconduct can be a past act, can be ongoing, or can be a planning stages. Okay, it may be right now happening, or it is already happened, or it may happen in future. The salient features of the whistleblowing is must be a real information. The information should be a real one, should have the evidence. The evidence should be there for this. Moral motive should be the person who is blowing the whistle or blaming or informing about the misconduct about someone. He should have the moral motive. Okay, like if he is hating someone, because of that if he is blowing the whistle or informing about the misconduct, so that is not the right way. Can be done by the former member or the member. So that person should be a member of that organization or maybe a former member of the organization. A target person or the activity should be clear. He should be very clear about the activity which may be a wrongdoing or the misconduct, or the target person for whom he is blaming or for whom he is targeting. The whistleblower should be very clear. Then should be a voluntary one. As I said, in the organization there are some formal channels. Okay, you cannot directly go and say there is something happening in the organization, some misconduct or some wrongdoings is happening in the organization. There is some of the formal communication channels. Through that only, if whistle is blown or the information about the misconduct is given, then only that is treated as a whistleblowing. If not, that is not treated as a whistleblowing. Okay, formal channels are like sometimes a mail, sometimes WhatsApp groups, sometimes letters, like that. Many formal channels are there. Under memorandum of association, these all things are mentioned. The best example I can say about the whistleblowing is one of the virologists from the China's Wuhan laboratory. She is in US now, and she is informed that the coronavirus is developed in the Wuhan laboratory itself, and the Wuhan's wet market is just for the sake. Okay, so they are just blaming the wet market of the Wuhan, but the corona virus or COVID-19 virus is developed in the Wuhan virology laboratory itself. Okay, she is a insider, she is a whistleblower of this particular happening. Okay, so let's see the types of the whistle blowing. Internal whistle blowing, blowing the whistle which is happening inside the company. Okay, or informing about the happening inside the company. External whistle blowing means the wrongdoings or the misconduct which is happening outside, and informing that one is external whistle blowing. Then federal whistle blowing, that is a combination of about the wrongdoings of within the company and about the wrongdoings of the external company, like in the market or like in the some other branches. Okay, so federal is the combination of the both. Then alumni whistleblowing is from the former member, a person who is an ex-employee or the ex-director of the company who is informing about the wrongdoings or the misconduct of the organization. Then open whistleblowing, the person is not hiding himself, he is informing about his identity too. Okay, he is publishing his identity too, that is called open whistleblowing. Anonymous whistleblowing is exact opposite of open whistleblowing. A person is hiding his personal information, or a person is hiding who is he, but he is whistleblowing or informing about some wrongdoings or the misconducts. Then personal whistleblowing, blaming one particular person or informing about the wrongdoings or the misconduct of the one particular person. Then impersonal whistleblowing is exactly opposite one. Without targeting anyone, he is targeting about the particular ongoing activity or the activity which may be done in the future. Then comes the government whistleblowing, reporting the wrongdoings of the government companies. Then corporate whistleblowing, reporting the wrongdoings of the private companies. So this is about whistleblowing. In simple, whistleblowing is nothing but trying to inform or trying to report the wrongdoing or the misconduct. Okay, so this is not right, or something is not right in the company. This is a wrong event which is happening in the company. If someone informed about that through what? Through the formal channels, then that is called whistleblowing. So it's very simple. Whistleblowing is nothing but reporting about the wrong happening or the misconduct of the organization. So this is about today's class. In the next class, we are going to study about surrogate decision maker and self-regulation.